ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नित्यानंद नमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानंद प्रदायिने कलौ कलमशनासाय जानवापते नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतुसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर वासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। तो आप सभी भक्तों का हार्दिक स्वागत है आज के श्रीमद् भगवद गीता चर्चा। So today we are going to discuss from Srimad Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 and verse number chapter 2 and verse number 59. विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिना रसवर्जं रसोऽपि यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते। Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense objects remains. But seizing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste is fixed in consciousness. Param drishtva nivartate. So although one may restrict himself artificially from the uh, activities of sense enjoyment, but one who has experienced this sense enjoyment tendency, 2.59, once one who has once even tasted uh, the this happiness of material sense enjoyment, he cannot give it up completely from his heart. But a person who has param drishtva nivartate, one who has realized the param, the supreme, the superior taste, he will be easily able to give up all the inferior taste. So we already discussed in this verse few days that what does it mean param drishtva means experiencing spiritual taste, tasting Krishna. One who can taste Krishna, one who can understand Krishna, he can overcome the false understanding of this material existence that I am this body. So one can become free from Dehat Buddhi, concept of bodily consciousness, by understanding Krishna Tattva, by understanding Krishna. But one can become free from this inferior taste of material sense enjoyment when one can taste Krishna. This is the only solution. Yes. That's why the solution is, the meaning is that one has to endeavor to taste Krishna consciousness. Taste. And the best means of tasting Krishna is tasting his holy name. So of course, we are using this word taste just to explain this verse. But tasting Krishna doesn't mean enjoying Krishna. Unlike enjoying Maya, material sense enjoyment, it's not similar thing. But just to explain this verse, how if one can get the taste of Krishna consciousness, then become, one can very easily give up the taste of sense enjoyment, which is deeply rooted within our heart. And especially this false enjoyment of sense gratification, false enjoyment of especially the sex enjoyment, sex desire, one can give up. Just like we already discussed, Yamunachar, Yad avadhi mama चेत कृष्ण पदार बिंदो रस रस नौ नव नव रस धाम नित्यंतुमार. As I started experiencing a taste of Krishna's lotus feet. So the inferior taste of previous sex enjoyment, which was there within the impression, because earlier he was a king, so he enjoyed any beautiful woman. So the taste impression was there. It's very difficult to give up those impressions. But he could very easily give up because he started tasting the lotus feet of Krishna. Then impression is there within the mind. Yeah, mind is there in the mind. It's very difficult to give it up, especially if you contemplate over the objects of sense enjoyment, then it is very difficult. But one who can experience the taste of Krishna consciousness, so his smaranam, remembrance, will again and again go towards Krishna. Oh, how beautiful Krishna is. Oh, how beautiful, how wonderful Krishna's name is. Hare Krishna, 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 Gauranga, they die. You will chant like this. Who can chant like this? One who can taste the holy name. One who can taste the beautiful form of Krishna's, he can immediately remember. So there is no question of getting the remembrance of third class nasty enjoyment of this material existence. If one can taste the beautiful form of Krishna. Taste, of course, just try to understand. Taste means here one is captivated by beauty of Krishna. One who gets captivated by beauty of Krishna, then immediately the false beauty of this material existence will not bother you. You will become free. Similarly, one who can taste the service of lotus feet of Krishna. By serving Krishna's lotus feet, how much happiness one experiences. It's so great that simply by remembering, or simply by this, what you say, the desire to serve Krishna's lotus feet is so strong, creates such a strong impression within the heart that as soon as the this impression of uh, false enjoyment in his previous life, the previous means in this, before coming to bhakti, that impression no longer bothers him. Yeah, that's the fact. The desire to get shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, uh, can enable a person to immediately spit at the thought of enjoying sense gratification and specifically the sex enjoyment. One can give up, otherwise not possible. It is so impulsive, one cannot give it up. It's impulsive, it drags practically the mind of even learned person. Even if a person is very learned, his mind is dragged completely towards the thoughts of sense enjoyment. Yeah, Jnani also. Because it is impulsive. That impulse drags the mind. Even if you know this is nonsense, it will entangle me. Still, the impression is so strong, you cannot give up. It tracks completely. So the only solution, antidote for this is that one whose heart is carried away by the desire to serve Krishna's lotus feet, then he is not disturbed or distracted by thought of the impressions of the sex enjoyment or sense gratification, especially sex enjoyment. It's very important. Other kind of enjoyment is possible to give up. It's like taste for non-veg, taste for drinking. A devotee, one who becomes a devotee within few months, he is able to give up the intoxication, non-veg, and all these things. But one who has not become a devotee, even this kind of thing is difficult to overcome. One who is addicted for alcohol, liquor, it's difficult for him to give up. One who is not a devotee. But we have seen practically one who becomes a devotee within a year also. Within a year, he completely becomes freed from this intoxication and the taste for non-veg goes away. But it is difficult, especially for one who has actually um, broken fourth regulative principle. So for him, it will be very challenging. Uh, but it's not impossible. It may be challenging, but it's not impossible. And it is also not that it will gradually go away. Tachana. Immediately it can happen. Simply one has to develop the desire to get shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. One who can relish serving Krishna's lotus feet. one who can relish, one who can taste the service to lotus feet of Krishna. So for him, even this strong impression cannot bother. The strong impression of sex enjoyment cannot disturb him because as soon as it comes, he is he develops he has the strength to immediately reject that thought and replace it with a remembrance of service to Krishna. That is so powerful. Remembrance of service to Krishna. Because he has realized how serving Krishna's lotus feet is so wonderful. And one who has made Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu his life and soul, his dearmost object of love, one who has developed the desire that my only desire is to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. My only desire is to get shelter of his lotus feet. So I'm not going to surrender to Maya. So then we can give it up completely. Not difficult. Yeah, question called Militant. So, but this is called antidote. Means one can replace. So replacement is possible. Removal is not possible. Means you cannot remove, you cannot destroy the taste of sense enjoyment, but you can replace it with better. That is what is the meaning of this verse. Param drishtva nivartate. Nivartate means one can become freed from this uh, material enjoyment only if one replaces it with superior taste. Otherwise, the mind has to get some taste. It will run after that. This is the meaning. Niraharasya dehina. Though the taste for sense objects remains there. And this particular concept is very has been explained in more detail uh, in Srimad Bhagavatam by Hamsavatar. Hamsavatar. So we'll take that chapter later on. So this is the main. So the point is, what is the point? The conclusion which we wanted to discuss. The point is that all one desires to become free. If one desires to become free from these very deadly impressions, very impulsive impressions of sense enjoyment, especially sex enjoyment, you can say. So one should endeavor, one should make an effort to develop the impression of this strong desire to serve Krishna's lotus feet. If you can develop this strong desire or strong desire to serve Krishna's lotus feet, to get shelter of his lotus feet, so if such a person is also able to easily give it up. Not very difficult for him also. Then what to speak of actually one who has one who is relishing uh, the taste of serving Krishna's lotus. What then we can just imagine. So otherwise it is not possible. So how we can develop desire for serving Krishna's lotus feet? By endeavor, by desiring. By desiring to develop desire for serving Krishna. Desiring means what? You just desire. Yeah. Ah, Krishna is my Lord and Master. He is my actual master. So whom should I desire to serve? It is Krishna only. So let me desire to serve Krishna. That's all. I don't care for all false enjoyment. I don't care for how mind tracks me. Let the mind do whatever nonsense he wants. But I have decided what? That Krishna's lotus feet are my only object of worship, my only object of my service, only object of my life, goal. And it's not sentimental. It is a fact. It's mentioned in Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam also. Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paragati. Vasudeva is Paragati. Vasudeva Paraveda, Param Jnanam, Param Jnanam, Paraveda. Eight things are mentioned. He is everything. Krishna also says everything in the Bhagavad Gita very clearly. Mata Parataram Nanmya Kinchidasya Dhananjay. You give up all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं, टेक शेल्टर ऑफ मी, अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः। देवी एषा मम मयि, मम माया दुरतया, my maya is very difficult to overcome. This is maya. This is strong maya. This strong impulsion to enjoy senses. That is maya. That is maya. Maya means it's very powerful. You cannot overcome it. So it's not so easy thing. Is it possible? Is it easy thing to give up those false, this strong impulse to enjoy sense gratification? It's not so easy thing to give up. Very difficult. However powerful you may be, one may be very powerful. One may be able to. You say Kshatriya spirit, no? Yeah, Kshatriya spirit is required, but only having Kshatriya spirit is not complete because there were many Kshatriyas, great spirited Kshatriyas. They couldn't do this. They were they were having great Kshatriya spirit. They fought and they conquered all other kings and established their supremacy all over earthly planet. But when they came back to their palace, they were conquered by lusty desire to enjoy their wives. This is Kshatriya spirit doesn't work. But this spirit can help a person who has properly took the path of Krishna consciousness. So this spirit to fight against Maya, this spirit to never give up, even if there are defeats, even if there are failures in the life. So the Kshatriya spirit is that such a person will never give up. He will again and again continue with his business of Krishna consciousness. And in this way, he can overcome all Maya. Because the important point is what Lord Krishna says, Mameve prapadyante, Maya metam tarantite. So simply by surrendering unto me, one can overcome the influence of Maya. So the point is, one should be able to do it uh, constantly, in spite of so many failures. Failed attempts should not discourage him. So he should have the spirit not to not to accept defeat. For this Kshatriya spirit is required. So this spirit can help, and then the person can go on with his business. What is our business? What is our business? So in all circumstances, take shelter of Krishna's lotus. Never surrender to Maya. That is our business. We cannot surrender to Maya. We can die, but not surrender. That is Kshatriya spirit. Kshatriya spirit means even if the opposite person, opponent, is very powerful and he can kill us, still the Kshatriya will not run away. The Kshatriya will not give up his weapons. He will still stand and shoot his arrows, fight. Okay, you can kill me. You just kill me, no problem. But I cannot give up. Similarly, Maya is very powerful. We cannot defeat Maya. But let Maya kill me. Means till last breath, I will never surrender to Maya. Means I will never ever means act upon those impulses, even if it tortures me, exploits me, whatever it may be. That should be the determination, but it doesn't happen. Krishna's taking shelter of Krishna's lotus feet is so powerful that Krishna will never allow his devotee to suffer like this. Do you think Krishna will ever allow such thing to happen? No. Yes, Devamong Thakur, Krishna protected him. He took sannyas and he went to Braj, and there also the mind was going, and he was determined. So Krishna finally helped him. If required, Krishna can personally come. Krishna is, for him, this is very just chutki wala kaam. He just wants to see our determination that whether we are ready to surrender to him, whether we are ready to uh, make effort to get his shelter in spite of all failure. That's what Krishna wants to see. When he gets convinced, immediately, okay, Krishna, he just has to do one thing. He just has to reveal his beautiful form. Then all Maya gone. The devotee his mind will be completely captured in his beautiful form. Kandarpakoti kamaniya vishesha sobham govindamadi purusham tamam bhajami. So once a devotee realizes, even if Krishna's sweetness in fraction and a little fraction of Krishna's sweetness, then this false so-called sweetness of Maya in terms of sense enjoyment and greatest being the sex enjoyment can never deviate or distract such a devotee. It's very easy. That's why Krishna very boldly is saying, no? Otherwise, how can he say? If it was difficult, how can Krishna very boldly say, Mamyebe prapadante mayamitam taranti? Finish. Immediately. Finish. Krishna can do it. Name bhakta pranashyati. So many times. Tesam aham samuddharta mrityu sansara sagarat bhavami na chirat partha. It will not take much time, my dear partha. Very easy. But only thing Krishna has certain qualification which he wants that a devotee should be like this. How? He should be fully determined that I will never leave shelter of Krishna's lotus feet. Even if my mind becomes completely disturbed, I will never surrender to Maya. I will only serve Krishna. This is one thing. Second thing, which is more important, actually, it's the first foremost important. Krishna wants to see that his devotees are respected, not hurt. So Krishna wants a living entity who is very desperate in serving Krishna's devotees, never offends a devotee, and is very humble, meek and humble. Trinadapi Sunichena, Taroriva Sahishuna, maintains this very nice, humble attitude. So Krishna becomes very pleased, yeah, such a nice living entity. Let me free him from all mine. So these two things Krishna wants to see. Then for him it is very easy. And as far as we are concerned, we are ready. Krishna, you want to test us few days, few years, few births, few millions of birth. All right, you are free. You are our master. Whatever you want, you may do. You can do. But as far as I am concerned, I am fully determined. I'm not going to surrender to Maya. I'll keep surrendering to you and you only. Understood? Although I am unable to do it because Maya is very powerful, Maya again and again comes in between you and me. But let the Maya come in between me and you. Let there be many millions of births, and in each birth, let there be temptations of Maya every moment in unlimited degree. Is still all these unlimited degree movements of Maya. I'll simply say no, 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 no. I'm simply waiting for that one yes, which Krishna is going to say, yes, my dear boy, or my dear living entity, come. है ना? द्विबाहु प्रसारी. What is it again? Nila. Ahe Nila Saila. Prabalamatvarana. Prabalamatvarana. Muarata nalini vanakukaradala. आहे नीरा ये गाय क्या बहुत अच्छा भजन है। गजराजा चिंता काला थाही घोरा जलेना चक्र पेची नक्र नाची उतारीला अपना आहे नीरा घोरावने मृगुणिकु पटिला कृष्णा केडे बड़ा पतिरु रक्षा काला तक्षणा हे नीरा तैला पुरुषभाटले सुनी द्रौपदी राजणा कोटि वस्त्र देहि हेले लज्जा काला वारणा हे लीलाशैला रावणरभाई विभीषण गला शरणा शरण संभाली ठाकुर लंके कला राजना हे लीलाशैला प्रहलाद पिता से जय बड़ा दुष्ट दारुणा संहारु बाहरी ठाकुर विदारिला तक्षणा महे नीला शैला अजामिला डाकाडेला प्रणयी बाकालेना एडे बड़ा पापी गला वैकुंठ भुवना हे नीला शैला। अब वो आ गया जो मैं बोल रहा था। नीलाचले विजय प्रभु उद्धव तारेणा विबाहु प्रसारी प्रभु दासु आशा तरंगा हे नीला शैला काहे सलबे गहीना जाति रे मुजबना तिरंगा चरण टले पशु आशीष शरण हे नीला शैला। यहाँ पे बोल रहे हैं ना। हाँ हाँ। द्विबाहु प्रसारी प्रभु जाचु आत शरण। Lord Krishna is extending his two hands or invite, and he is inviting us that come on, leave Maya, I am here. But we say, no, no, Maya is very close, you are so far. कैसे आऊंगा मैं वहां तक? हाँ। जग बंधु है गोसाई तुम चरण बिनु अन्य गति नाई जग बंधु है गोसाई। 750 क्या है? 750 उस भजन में बोलते हैं इसका भी आंसर। हाँ। तो इसे 750 कोस दूर है, लेकिन तुम्ह चरण बिनु अन्य गति नाई एक्सेप्ट फॉर योर लोटस फीट देयर इज नो डेस्टिनेशन फॉर मी। इवन इफ माई इज वेरी क्लोज टू मी, वन वन not inch, 1 millimeter also. Still, I should not, I'm not going to surrender to Maya. And you are very, very far. So Krishna is extending his hand and is inviting us. So maybe Krishna is very far, means many millions of birth far away. And Maya may be very a moment far away. Still, to whom we should surrender? To whom we should look after? Krishna. Our eyes should be towards lotus feet of Krishna, not towards Maya. That is the meaning of surrendering to Krishna and not surrendering to Maya. So Divahu Prasari Prabhu Jachu Acha Sarana because Krishna is extending his hand. कोई बोलेगा वहां से दूर से क्या हाथ फैला रहे हो, आके आओ ना जल्दी से। हाँ, वो आना चाहते हैं। ही इज प्रिपेयर्ड। वो जो डिस्टेंस है ये मिलियंस ऑफ बर्थ का इमीडिएटली ऐसे निकाल सकते हैं। बट वी शुड बी वेरी ईगर फॉर दिस। कृष्णा इज वेरी ईगर, ही इज एक्सटेंडिंग हिज हैंड, बट आर वी ईगर to accept his shelter? He is very eager. Aja, this, what is his name? This Gajaraja Chintakara Thai Gora Jalena Chakra Pesi Nakra Nasi Udarila Apana. Gajaraj, Gajendra, he fought 1,000 years. Krishna never came. Because he was fighting, he was not surrendering. He was fighting. Yes, I shall fight to enjoy sense gratification. So we may be fighting many millions and millions of births to get happiness from enjoying sense gratification. But as soon as we give up, no more sense enjoyment, no more fighting business. I give up. I quit. I quit this nonsense business of sense gratification immediately. Krishna, you come. Krishna is ready. Immediately he can come. So why should we not become very determined? What is the problem? Krishna is ready. And we have also experienced the miseries of enjoying sense gratification. Why not to embrace Krishna's proposal? Uh, And why to just rot in this material world, birth after birth? Just give it up. That is Param Drishtva. Param Drishtva means one should develop the strong desire to serve Krishna's lotus feet. And Krishna wills, he can give the test immediately. I mean, even if he doesn't give, no problem, my lord. You are free. Even if you don't give, still, I shall never lose the desire to get shelter of your lotus feet. I will put all my effort, energy. I will put endeavor to get your shelter. That is Paramvishtanima. Okay. Okay. So I think time is up. You can ask some questions. Tomorrow also we'll discuss this very beautiful verse. This verse is very beautiful, no? Very nice verse. We'll read that purport and discuss more. Unless one is transcendently situated, it is not possible to cease from sense enjoyment. The process of restriction from sense enjoyment by rules and regulation is something like restricting a diseased person from certain times of eatable. The patient, however, neither likes such restrictions nor loses his taste for eatable. Similarly, sense restriction by some spiritual process like Ashtanga Yoga in the matter of Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyan, etc. is recommended for less intelligent persons who have no better knowledge. But one who has tasted the beauty, there, तो पांची भी टेस्ट कभी यूज कर रहे हैं ठीक है परंपरा मैं सोचा टेस्ट बोल के थोड़ा बट मैं क्लैरिफाई किया टेस्टिंग कृष्णा's beauty doesn't mean enjoying but just to understand this context so Prabhupada is also right but one who has tasted the beauty of the Supreme Lord Krishna in the course of his advancement in Krishna consciousness no longer has a taste for dead material things. Therefore, restrictions are there for the less intelligent neophytes in the spiritual advancement of life. But such restrictions are only good until one actually has a taste for Krishna consciousness. So restriction is important. We have to restrict. It's not that no restriction. Such restrictions are only good until one actually has a taste for Krishna consciousness. So in order to get taste for Krishna consciousness, we have to follow the restrictions strictly, very strictly, as strictly as possible. Now, as strictly as it must be done to immediately get taste for Krishna consciousness. As strictly as possible बोलेंगे तो not possible. Not possible. That's why I'm going to make this important. No. As strictly as it must be in order to get taste for Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, no taste for Krishna consciousness. Not possible. But when one is actually Krishna conscious, he automatically loses his taste for pale things. One who is actually Krishna conscious, he can immediately lose his taste for pale things. And even if one is not actually Krishna conscious, but if one develops a desire to become Krishna conscious, that desire will help him to restrict all sense enjoyment throughout his life and to go on with his business, his effort to develop pure Krishna consciousness. And definitely, Prabhupada has guaranteed in one lifetime one can get Krishna consciousness, but a devotee should be ready. Even if it takes millions of lifetime, I will come birth after birth, birth after birth, and I will follow all these restrictions very strictly and never give up the desire to get shelter of Krishna's lotus feet only. Uh, okay, time is up. Thank you very much. Zayat आ गया जितना रियलाइजेशन है वही बोलूंगा ना प्रभु टेस्ट तो जब डेवलप होगा होगा टेस्ट नहीं भी डेवलप होगा तो we should have desire to develop the taste, and that desire to develop the taste of Krishna consciousness will help you to be able to strictly follow all the rules regulations and to go on with the effort of developing that taste for Krishna consciousness. That is very powerful. Okay, thank you very much. So, any question? First, we'll take online devotees questions. Hare Krishna.